Alright guys, thought I'd talk a little bit about this. Let me show it to y'all here. Here is the carburetor, right here. Y'all see that little screw right there where I got it in there? Now that is inside the little cap, okay? The little cap, that is the screw that I used to take the cap out with. If you look close, you see the edge of the cap snug against the screw, okay? Let me come right here. Let me show y'all here, okay? See, it's like it's made for that cap. So I just unscrew it a little bit. And y'all see the cap there, okay? It's inside there. But the screw fits like perfect inside there, okay? So, I haven't successfully been able to find a new cap yet. Y'all can see, y'all look down in there, y'all can see the, if I can get the thing to focus. Don't look like one, you see the brass cap down in there, okay? I put the actual plug back in there, and that's the screw that I had used to remove the plug with, okay? I mean, it's like it's made for that plug, but I got two options because that's supposed to be sealed off. Now I put the plug back in there. Right here, this is where the bracket screws in. The top goes on here. This bracket that holds the cables right here, your throttle cables, screws in right here. So this is actually behind it, and it goes in flush. So what I got here, I got the JB Weld there. As y'all can see, it's brand new. I ain't even opened that one. This one, I bought this about 5-6 years ago. This here's a fuel resistant gasket maker. Gray Permatex. Gray is the best you can get. But this one is fuel resistant. Now, I bought this one because the float bowl on a brand new pressure washer, one of the cheap ones, you know, it was leaking, okay? It was leaking at the one of the screws on the float bowl right there. One of the drain screws. There was like 2 drain screws on it, and one of them was leaking, okay? It was stripped out or something. So I took it out and I put it back in. We're talking about a drain plug on the bowl, on the float bowl. And I put that screw back in using this gasket right here. And I ran the pressure washer for about 5 years, okay? And the pressure washer, the motor was still running, but like I said, the whole thing was like $250 for the pressure washer off of, I think it was like one of them, like Temu or something. It was a cheap Chinese knockoff that Donald Trump wants to double the price on, but I digress. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to fill the edges of the plug with that gasket maker and then screw the screw back down tight and seal it up in there and just leave the screw. Or I could take the JB Weld, remove the screw completely, and just kind of fill that little plug up with the JB Weld. Either way, the JB Weld will be permanent. This way, if I want, I can loosen the screw and actually remove that plug if I find a new plug one day. But right now, what I think I'll do is just put some of the gray Permatex in there and around the edges, and then screw the screw in. It should be just fine, okay? And there it is, sealed up with the gray Permatex, fuel resistant Permatex on it. Now all I gotta do is if the bracket don't seal, I will have to take it out and go my other route. But I think this way is gonna work. Alright, show y'all once I get the bracket on there. Put it back together, but I might have to go and get me a new cotter pin where I put this piece back on. I used the old cotter pin. That's some bits I don't like the way I couldn't get it to go through there like it was supposed to. So, but it is working. Put a new choke cable, but that ain't working like the old one. I might put the old one back on. It worked better, I think. But nonetheless, got it all back together. Underneath that bracket right there is where that one plug is. And the air to fuel mixture, when I took it out, it was only adjusted like 1 or 3/4 of a turn. Before I took it out, I tightened it up. It was only tightened in 3/4 of a turn before it snugged up. So, but I got it out right now 2 1/4 turns or 2 3/4 turns, because see the little hole where the needle comes through? It was still clogging all the way up, but I might Put it back up in there, we'll see. Once it's on the bike, I'm gonna mess with it once it's on the bike, see if it runs. Hopefully it does. But at any rate, I did get it back together, and I put this back together while holding the insert here up, so I hope that diaphragm is good. It acts alright. I hope it runs a lot smoother. I hope that diaphragm in here is good, because I didn't change that. But it'll be easy enough, but that thing's kind of expensive. I swear, it's cheaper just buy one of the cheap $50 carburetors. From what I've been seeing online, a lot of people saying they're working, but they don't have that Harley Davidson sticker on there. See the Harley Davidson sign? Alright guys, with that, I'm out. Got to put it back on the bike. Hopefully the bike will be running by Sunday. See y'all on the next one.